Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Now, with the Football League just one day away from us from getting underway, we're going to take Football Manager 2017 and we're going to run a season into the future, and we're going to see, with the updated transfer database from Sort It Outside, how this league will perform. Will Blackburn get back into the Championship at the first time of asking? Obviously, we're going to take a look at League One first of all in this experiment. Will Blackburn get back into League One? There's a few other teams as well. There's a few teams that will they stay in League One or will they go down to League Two? Will the teams that come up from League Two stay in League One? There's plenty of questions to be answered, and we're going to endeavour to do that now. Right then, so first of all, the first question that we get to answer is, was Blackburn good enough to get back into the Championship at the first time of asking? Now, that is certainly the case. They managed to see off Wigan via the playoff final, getting through on penalties after drawing 1-1 in actual time. Blackburn are back into the Championship. Wigan, unfortunately, remain in League One. It's good to see Blackburn getting back up there. Good season for them, getting through in the promotion spots via the playoffs. Now, let's have a quick look at the league table. And as we can see here, Scunthorpe have pretty much dominated the league, really. It's a bit of a surprise, that one. MK Dons also go up via the automatic promotion spots, with Blackburn going through on the playoffs. Now, Wigan and Northampton were pretty much solid throughout the season, but the 3 draws in their last 5 games have cost them dear, as has 5 draws from 5 for Rochdale. They choked right at the end, and they were right in there as well. You know, you look 5-6 games back, it was all to play for, but unfortunately those 2 teams have those 3 teams, even Wigan and even in some respects Blackburn as well. I mean, they've drew 3 of their last 5 as well as Wigan, etc. You know, if they'd have just won a couple more of them, it could have been very different. But Scunthorpe were away in the best team in this league. Bradford, Blackpool, Oldham and Bury have been relegated down to League Two. Now, Bury were very poor. They only managed to win 8 games from their 46, losing 25 of those, drawing just 13. What we're going to do now is we're going to head over to the awards area. And first of all, we're going to take a look at Manager of the Year, which has been handed to Graham Alexander, who guided his club, Scunthorpe, to a League One success. Very good performance, a 54% win ratio for Graham Alexander at Scunthorpe. Only conceding 36 goals throughout the season. That's quite good, really, from 46 games. Really good, solid defensive performance there from Scunthorpe. Now, let's have a look at the Player of the Year, which was handed to Dean Lewington from MK Dons. Plays in that left-back role. Now, we've got to notice a pattern in these experiments in that the fullbacks get pretty much overrated in the game. But he's got a really good rating, 34 appearances, 8 assists for a 7.74 rating. He has helped get MK Dons back into the Championship after getting relegated. Let's have another look at, what should we look at now? We'll go for the Players Team of the Year next, and it is Matt Gilks in goal for Scunthorpe, who with a 7.01. Dean Lewington at left back with a 7.74 rating for MK Dons. Craig Morgan for Wigan with a 7.6, and Charlie Mulgrew for Blackburn with a 7.53 overall. Then we've got Nathan Thompson for Portsmouth with a 7.37. He played really well throughout the season for Portsmouth. He played a lot of games and he helped them stay up at least. Now we've also got David Buchanan at left wing. He got a 7.48 rating for Northampton throughout the season. Again, playing a lot of games. We had Chuck Zaniki for MK Dons, getting 13 goals in 34 appearances from the centre of the park with a 7.05 overall rating. Anthony Grant for Peterborough, also in the centre of the park with 40 games played, 6 goals scored from those 40 games with a 7.36 average rating for Peterborough. And finally in midfield, James Coppinger with 44 games played, 4 goals scored and a 7.23 average rating. Now up front, we've got Alex Ravel for Northampton, who scored 22 goals in 42 games for Northampton for a 6.98 average rating. And finally, Paddy Madden for Scunthorpe, the second Scunthorpe player in this team of the season. 40 games played, 16 goals scored for a 7.14 average rating. Really good return from this little small select team, the Players Team of the Year. Going to have a look now at the top goal scorer, which goes to Alex Ravel, who manages to score 22 goals in 42 games. Narrowly seeing off Brett Pittman of Portsmouth, who scored 21 in 44, and Kane Hemmings, who gets a worthy mention for Oxford, scoring 20 goals in 30 appearances for Oxford. But yeah, so Alex Ravel has added his name to quite a decent list. You know, Jordan Rhodes, Paddy Madden when he was at Yeovil, for example. Will Grigg, who was on fire last season, and that song's been done to death as well, for Wigan. And we're going to have a quick look at the Young Player of the Month, which more recently has gone to Liam Mandeville, who's picked up the award twice throughout the season. Now what we're going to do is we're going to head into the stats, and we're going to have a look at the player overview, and we can see here that Alex Ravel, 22 goals. He's the top striker for this season. Now, he has helped Northampton to what I believe to be, let's have a quick look, see where they finished. 5th place finish in League One of the Sky Bet League One. So that's pretty good for Northampton. Let's have a look. Where were they tipped to come? Let's have a look in the general. So they were media predicted to come 12th. They've ended up finishing 5th, which is a really, really good return. Justin Edinburgh has done a really good job with them. We'll go back into the player overview. So Dean Lewington and David Buchanan, 11 man of the match performances alongside. Now, the best player in the division was Dean Lewington, as we've already discussed. Now, he's played a solid amount of games now for MK Dons. Unfortunately, he's not getting any quicker. His pace has left him, which isn't ideal for a left back. But in this division, it's not so much about speed. It's more about, you know, the physicality, and he's got decent strength, decent stamina, good natural fitness, good balance, good jumping reach, and that has really stood him in good stead here. So we've got the amount of yellow cards. Darragh Lenihan, the centre back at Blackburn, which has helped get them back into the Championship via the playoffs with that victory. Let's have a look. Most games lost came with Stephen Dawson in the Bury team with 25 games lost when he's played. Now, to be honest, he hasn't got the worst stats in the world there. I'm quite surprised that, I mean, obviously it has to be down to the players around him, but as League One kind of players go, I think he's quite a fair player to have, especially with all those mental stats. I definitely think he can do better there. Craig Morgan picked up the most key tackles for Wigan during the season with 49 key tackles in total. David Raya conceded the least with 29 goals against, which is a very solid return considering the amount of games he will have played. He played 31 games, conceding only 29. That's not bad at all. James Coppinger picking up the most assists with 16. Also picking up the most key passes. Now, Coppinger has had a really good season for Doncaster and has definitely helped those. He's a veteran winger now at the age of 36, but he can still do a job in League One, and he has helped Doncaster get to 19th in the league now. I'm pretty sure their media prediction was 18th. They've just managed to stay up by 4 points. I mean, I suppose that's not really the end of the world. So then, to recap, Scunthorpe go up automatic promotion. MK Dons automatic promotion. Blackburn go up via the playoffs, courtesy of their victory over Wigan in the playoff final on penalties. Bradford City, Blackpool, Oldham and Bury have all been relegated down to League Two. So that's unfortunate for those clubs. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think the 3 teams that will be promoted to the Championship will be. Also, give me your opinions on the teams that will get relegated. So we've got 4 clubs that are going to go down to League 2. Do let me know in the comment section down below. Leave a like on the video if you've enjoyed today's episode. We're going to be back shortly with League 2 and the Vanarama National just to wrap things up for the English League. If you've got any comments to make, drop them in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. But for now, I'm away and go.